great, Jane. How are you?
I'm amazing. Isn't technology incredible?
It's awesome. I mean, I feel like I'm actually there with you.
Well, it sounds like you are. I mean, it's just amazing, and I think that these platforms, these digital platforms that have allowed us to reach out globally. Certainly, in this last 12 months, we've seen people grow their businesses beyond all recognition. It's incredible.
Yeah, we certainly have. Thank you. It's thank you first of all for joining our Forever experience. We're actually live here in our Forever studio. I've got if you've watched some of it, I've got this great studio audience, my North American team. I've got Nick over here who's waving. I got Greg that's sitting right here. So, this is probably the most fun we've had outside of an event. Well, this is an event, but of our normal events, and so it's great to kind of get back, and we're inching closer to be able to do this and do this all together. But we appreciate you joining us, and really, I know that you've spent a lot of time with us here in North America, and have done some amazing trainings, and our forever business owners are really on fire here, and we have a lot of new ones, maybe some that haven't heard about Jane Leach, but I certainly have, and all of our leaders here have, and we appreciate you and everything that you do to really help our forever business owners around the world. And so with that, I know you have a message to share. I'll come back on the end, but we're going to turn the time over to you to just share a few of your thoughts and specifically with our new forever business owners here in North America. Thanks, Jane.
Okay, thank you for that. And can I just say massive congratulations to everybody that has been recognized so far today and who is yet to be recognized. We're all watching what's going on in the USA right now, and it's really inspiring to see so many people really grasping the opportunity and sharing it with so many other people, and in doing so, changing the lives of just hundreds and hundreds of people. When I got the message to say, would I come and share just 10 minutes with you, I thought, my goodness, what can I say in 10 minutes that will make a difference? But, thinking about four core is fundamental to building a solid business that will have longevity, a business that will be around for years and years and years to come, not just a kind of a flash in the pan, but something that you can build that will become of great value. And so I've asked to share with you just a few thoughts on retailing and also the marketing model. So I just want to share a couple of slides with you if I can, because I think it's important to get a sort of a visual image, a visual representation of what I mean by strategy. Garen's right. I've built a very successful business around the world with Forever, and it's now in 40 countries with over 1 million FBOs in the team, and it really is, it's something I'm incredibly proud of. But one of the things I realized on day one, even as a brand new FBO, was this is a business, and whilst it's a business we can have a huge amount of fun with, whilst it's a business that we can achieve anything we want to achieve with, something that's really important is that we need to have real balance. And there's two areas of activity that we really need to focus on. One of them is our ability to learn how to recruit, how to bring new team members into our business every day, every week, every month, and then to duplicate that process. That's an element of productivity. And the other area is what we call retailing the products to other people. And I think it's really good to have a recruiting strategy and a retail strategy that go hand in hand. So I want to just share with you a little bit about how we plan a retail strategy with all of our brand new FBOs that will go on to guarantee that you will do between maybe 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 case credits of personal business every single month yourself. Now, personally for me, I think it's a given that we should be recruiting between 2 to 5 people consistently every single month. So if you think about the volume that you will generate by doing that, we're looking at sort of 2 to 10 case credits a month potentially from recruiting. Now, if we look at the retail strategy, you know, we need to get product out to people as quickly as possible. And one of the things that I don't like to do is leave our retailing activity to chance. I like to plan it. So living in the environment we live in right now, where personal contact with people is limited, where maybe having home demonstrations, home parties, home events is restricted, we're working very, very effectively online. And I would go as far as to say that we're actually retailing more product online in the climate that we see ourselves in than we were pre-COVID. So with a brand new FBO, one of the very first things I like to do is plan their online launch. And if I look at a full calendar month, I like to plan anywhere between 2 to 4 online launches. That's at least one a week. And one of the things that you will see here in this example is you will see that we have what we call a pride and a high. Now, a pride is the minimum amount that you will do that your own personal pride will allow you to do. In other words, this is what you're going to commit to. And a high is the very best that we can expect. So our experience shows us that a good online launch, if you plan it properly, and planning is fundamental, you can do at least 1 case credit on a good online launch. That's kind of the minimum volume. And if you take that to the high end, then you can see you can do at least 4 case credits with a well-planned and executed online launch. And we can do our online launches using Facebook groups, Facebook rooms. We use Zoom platforms. There are many, many platforms that you can use where you can bring people together and you can literally share products, give a little bit of an overview. You can do questionnaires, you can do free prizes, you can do all sorts of stuff to make it a really fun event where people not only show up, but come back time and time again. Another thing that works really, really well for us, especially with a brand new FBO, when we are helping them build their confidence in explaining the power and the potential of the products, is what we call a WhatsApp show. And a WhatsApp show is really good. It literally is, take your smartphone and you open WhatsApp, and we do it by showing what I call a collection of product. And this really does get the new FBO up and running quickly. So the new FBO will invite me onto the WhatsApp show and 2 others. You can have 4 people on the screen at any one time. And the 2 others are potential customers. And this little WhatsApp show is anywhere between 5 and 8 minutes. So I might talk about a liquid soap, maybe a propolis cream and a hand sanitizer. That's a collection. I might talk about an aloe vera gel with InUblend. That's kind of a collection. I might talk about 2 or 3 of the skincare products and put them into a collection. And what's really cool about this, in that sort of 5 to 8 minutes, you can share 2 or 3 collections with the new FBO, with the new FBO and their 2 customers, and guarantee a sale. So we know with WhatsApp shows, you can get anywhere between 0.5 of a case credit up to 1.5 case credits. Then very quickly, the minute that a new FBO has joined the business, they bought their journey pack, they're experiencing the products, enjoying the products, we very quickly want to get them onto a C9. And we want them to do a C9 themselves. And then we want to help them find anywhere between 1 new C9 customer, maybe up to 3, 4, 5, or 6 in the month. Because C9 is high case credits, high profitability, and very visual for the FBO to see themselves, but also for all of their friends and followers on social media to go on that 9-day journey with them and actually see the difference within that space of time. So a very easy product to plan, engage the case credits. Then as you begin to get more into the business, normally in your 2nd and 3rd month, we factor in your retail strategy, the ability to have repeat business. And I can't emphasize enough the importance of repeat customer business. You know, very often I see FBOs especially new FBOs, create a customer, then leave them. Create a customer, then leave them. And my advice to you is don't do that. You know, it takes a while to create a customer, but it only takes a minute to follow them up. And very often a new FBO fears that follow-up call in case they hear anything negative. In my humble experience with the follow-up call, people are so pleased to hear from you. They really want to share their experience of the products. And let's face it, if they buy a product from the retail sector, does that store ever ring them up and say, how are you doing? How can I help you? Do you have any questions for me? I'm just placing an order. Would you like me to order some more product? So this human interaction is really, really important for you to retention, which is part of the 4 core, to retain your products. And for me, customer care is really important because we know that when you've built a really good database of customers, your repeat business will be anywhere from 1 case credit to 4 case credits every single month, plus, 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 plus. And then we have in the UK, and I know that a lot of our team around the world, we have something called an experience pack. And this is where maybe you've got a friend who can't join you for a launch. Maybe they're working and they haven't got 10 minutes for a WhatsApp call. They're not yet a customer, but you really want them to experience the products. And, you know, obviously social distancing, compliant here, and being able to work compliantly within these COVID restrictions. But this is where you will put together a little selection of product with some information, with an order form, maybe ring up a friend and say, hey, look, I know you're busy. I know you can't meet me online. You might be working, but can I leave an experience pack of our products on your doorstep? You use them, you experience them for 2 or 3 days. I'll then come and pick them up. And when I pick them up, I'll take an order from you. Now, experience packs for us are really, really phenomenal. We get some incredible orders as a result of people trying the product in the comfort of their own home. And typically for every experience pack that you put out, you can expect on average anywhere from 0.5 of a case credit, and we've even had up to 2 case credits worth of productivity from an experience pack. Now, when you look at this activity, you see that sort of the low end of your activity, if you focus on these areas of retail, you can bring in about 3 to 3.5 case credits. And if you focus and plan for the high end, and you get the launches in the diary, you get your WhatsApp shows in the diary, you've got your clean lines orders, you've identified your customers, you're following up your customers, and you're getting your experience packs out, you can look at anywhere up to 13 case credits plus in the month. And typically what we find with good planning and consistent activity and a real understanding of building a strong retail business, typically we're seeing people build businesses that will average out anywhere, as I say, from 5 to 8 to 9 to 10 case credits every single month. And that is what we're looking to do when we balance it out against the recruiting strategy as well. And I think it is all about the balance. You know, for me, a healthy business is about recruit well, retail well, bring them together, and then duplicate. You know, if all you're doing is recruiting, but not underpinning your business with retailing, then you don't have a great business. If all you're doing is retailing, but no recruiting, it's linear. And if you think about that, as we look at the marketing model, it's your retailing strategy, your recruiting strategy that help you begin to move through the marketing model. And it's the simplicity of planning your retail, planning your recruiting, bringing in a team, recruiting people into your team, and then duplicating that simple process with everybody that joins you. And that's what we do in our business to help people go from assistant supervisor to manager as quickly as possible, but with a strong business. So when they get the manager pin, it's worth something. And then from manager to scale through the plan, through to senior soaring, right the way up to diamond. And then obviously along the way to encompass all of the amazing incentives. So when you've got a really good, strong balance in all of your productivity and you feed that productivity into the marketing model, I promise you, you're going to have an incredible, profitable journey. And isn't that what we want? An incredible, profitable journey. So thanks for allowing me to share that with you. I only had 10 minutes today. I hope in those 10 minutes, I've given you a little bit of an insight into perfect planning promotes plenty of profit. Get your retail right, get your recruiting right, feed it into the marketing model. That's where the magic happens.